Hi, I'm Kimberly Stibbs-Minster, your Citrus County Veteran Service Officer. Today I'm pleased to introduce to you the newest member of the Citrus County Veteran Service team, Mr. Ken Wiles. Ken, welcome.
Thank you very much. I'm glad to be here.
You've been an employee with the county now for a little over a year, right?
Just a little over a year, about a year and 2 weeks, in fact.
Well, let's talk about what you did in your prior lifetime with Citrus County.
Okay, I worked with housing services. I had the opportunity to go out and help folks with rehabilitation works on their homes. Sometimes we did home replacements, and we also worked with homeless veterans. I did that for a little over a year, became certified in position, and I seen a wonderful opportunity to join the Veteran Service Office.
Well, we're happy to have you aboard. Let's talk about your military career. That's the one that everybody's going to want to know about. So.
Okay. Well, I started my military career in 1979. I joined the Navy. Initially wanted to join the Marine Corps, but my Marine recruiter talked me into going into submarines, so I was off to submarine school. And in 1980, I ended up on the USS Groton, stationed in Groton, Connecticut, and from there I was lucky enough to be selected for a pre-com crew on the USS Florida. And I grew up in Panama City Beach, Florida, so I thought that was a great opportunity.
Sure.
And I became a plank owner and commissioned the boat in Groton, Connecticut at Electric Boat Shipyard.
Wow.
And then after that, we went out to Washington State, and I was stationed there for 4 years. I left the service there and went to work in Saudi Arabia for 2 years with Litton Industries. And then joined the Navy again and served my country during the first Gulf War.
So you felt the call back to the military to go ahead and serve again, didn't you?
I sure did. I really missed it. Missed the camaraderie.
As a lot of folks do. I do too.
Yeah, I still miss it till today. I ended up with 15 years in. Wished I'd have done the other 5. I encourage any veterans out there that are serving currently to go ahead and make a career out of it. Now I'm back working with veterans again and just really looking forward to learning a lot more about what I can do to serve our veteran community out here in Citrus County.
Sure. So when you were in during the Gulf War, what was your duty?
Well, I was on a submarine that we went up in the Persian Gulf, and we launched Tomahawk cruise missiles, and we helped with the liberation of Kuwait. And then after that, I ended up back in Guam as the Chief of Police for Naval Air Station at Ganya, Guam. And today that base is closed, and it's been handed back over to the community in Guam. And we left there and went to Pearl Harbor, where I was back on another submarine. After that, my wife and I went back to work in Saudi Arabia, and then from there we went to Kuwait, Beirut, Lebanon, and the Kingdom of Bahrain.
So you've done a lot of traveling, and I bet you can probably relate to a lot of our veterans. You know, you've probably shared the same duty stations, same submarines, etc. What stands out in your mind as some of the most memorable stories from when you were in the military?
Oh, when I was in the military, I think some of the things that really jump out at me is when I first reported aboard a submarine. You know, when I graduated sub school, Connecticut is very cold. I grew up in Florida, as I said. I put on my dream sheet, any place but Groton. I didn't make any of the 3 choices, just any place but Groton, Connecticut. And then I got my orders, and it was for Groton, Connecticut, on the USS Groton. But I came to love Groton, and then when I went down to my sub, that was what was memorable to me. The first experience that I had on a submarine, going down and being able to see the ship. Although I was still young, I wasn't allowed to go aft on the submarine because I was underage, and there's some rules about that as far as being exposed to radiation. So several weeks later, when I turned 18 years old, my commanding officer had a birthday cake for me and a ribbon cutting ceremony so I could go aft and learn the rest of my qualifications. So
that's great.
Very memorable. And I would say after that, probably the most memorable thing I had is when I had the opportunity to serve as Chief of Police. That was completely out of the job that I had been doing for all those years in the Navy. And I got to connect with people in the community. I was serving the veteran side of things, and also the families and the non-military community there. And it was just really great. I enjoyed that, and got to pick up my aviation warfare wings too.
Wow. Yeah. So you've had a pretty distinguished career. What are you looking forward to as far as serving as an Assistant Veteran Service Officer? What does that mean to you?
It means to me that I get to give back to the people who gave the most for me, the people who have given us our freedoms and our security, and that are out there day and night being vigilant and looking out for us folks here at home. And I want to give back to those people. After they've served, they really do deserve everything that we can give to them. I'm very, very enthusiastic about becoming more knowledgeable and just spending the rest of my time up to retirement to serve our veteran community. This is my last job, I hope.
I hope too. I can agree with you that serving our fellow veterans, there's no better calling. Well, Ken, we want to thank you for being on. Again, they'll be seeing you out and around the community. And again, if you have any questions about filing claims for disability or pension benefits, please call the Citrus County Veterans Service Office at 527-5915.